Have you ever wondered how one of the world's earliest civilizations came to be? Our journey begins around 3100 BC in the land of ancient Egypt. This was a time of great change as Upper and Lower Egypt were unified under the rule of the first pharaoh, Narmer. This unification marked the dawn of a new era, an era marked by monumental architecture and the development of hieroglyphic writing. The Egyptians didn't just build pyramids and temples, they also laid the foundations of a complex society. They established religious beliefs centered around a pantheon of gods and goddesses, intricate notions of the afterlife, and the divine nature of the pharaoh. This was a civilization that saw its leaders not just as rulers, but as gods walking among mortals. Thus began the era of the pharaohs, an era that would last for nearly 3,000 years. Imagine ruling an empire that spanned 3 continents. That was the reality for the pharaohs of the New Kingdom. This period, stretching from 1550 to 1070 BC, marked the zenith of Egyptian power and territory. The empire's influence extended south into Nubia and east into the Levant, asserting its dominance over these regions and beyond. Among the pharaohs who reigned during this era, a handful stand out for their extraordinary contributions. Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs, was renowned for her diplomatic acumen and ambitious building projects. Then there was Akhenaten, a revolutionary who upended centuries of religious tradition by introducing monotheism, worshipping a single sun god, Aten. His son, the young king Tutankhamun, is perhaps the most famous pharaoh of all, his golden tomb capturing the world's imagination when it was discovered intact in the early 20th century. And let's not forget Ramesses II, a ruler whose reign of 66 years was marked by massive construction projects and military campaigns. But as with all empires, the New Kingdom eventually declined. A series of invasions from foreign powers including the Persians, Greeks, and Romans led to periods of foreign rule. Yet, through all these changes, one thing remained constant: the indomitable spirit of the Egyptian people. Despite these invasions, Egypt's cultural identity remained strong, a testament to its enduring legacy. What happens when an ancient civilization meets the modern world? This is the question we ponder as we dive into the next chapter of Egypt's vibrant history. In the 7th century AD, the Arab conquest swept across Egypt, bringing with it the tenets of Islam and the Arabic language. This marked a significant shift in Egypt's cultural and religious landscape, which still resonates in the country today. Fast forward a few centuries to the Ottoman Empire, a time when Egypt was, yet again, under the rule of a mighty foreign power. Despite the hardships, this period was also an era of significant architectural and cultural developments that continue to shape Egypt's identity. Then came the British occupation, a time of conflict and struggle, but also a time of burgeoning nationalism. The British influence left an indelible mark on the country's infrastructure, education, and administration. In 1952, Egypt finally claimed its independence, a monumental step for a nation that had been under foreign rule for centuries. Today, Egypt faces modern challenges, such as a burgeoning population and the quest for economic development. Yet it also boasts of significant accomplishments. It stands as a cultural and political leader in the Arab world. Its influence resonates across borders, and its ancient history continues to captivate the world. From the pharaohs to the present, Egypt's story is a fascinating journey through time. So, what have we learned about the land of the pyramids? Our journey started with the birth of civilization in ancient Egypt, a time when the Nile's fertile banks gave rise to a society that would shape the world. This was an era marked by monumental achievements, from the construction of the Great Pyramids to the development of a complex system of writing. We then journeyed through the New Kingdom period, a golden age of power and prosperity. It was a time when pharaohs like Ramses II left an indelible mark on history, their stories etched in stone for future generations. Our story then took a turn, exploring the periods of foreign invasions and the Arab conquest, periods that brought significant cultural shifts and left lasting impacts on the land of the Nile. And finally, we took a look at modern Egypt, a vibrant blend of ancient traditions and contemporary life. In Egypt, the past and present coexist, reminding us of the enduring power of human civilization. It's a story that continues to unfold, as fascinating today as it was thousands of years ago.